Alright, Ferbs here with another tag tutorial. This time it's going to be my gas mask girl tag. Anyway, open up your blank document, paste in your stock render. I use stocks. What I'm going to do is going to resize it. This is a good size. I want it about this size. This size doesn't take up too much, just enough. Focal. Now I wanted to cover up these things over here, so paste and then smudge. So I smudged over the edges around here, keeping her unsmudged, because I'm smudging her on a different layer. Decided to smudge this side first, then another layer, and smudge this side. I wanted the focal point to be her face and the gas mask itself, hence the title of the tag. That's not supposed to be there. Alright, now I felt like the sides were going to be too bland, and I wanted to give them some cool effects. So I went into Google, typed in some cracked ground textures or whatever, and decided to put them along. It looks like she's popping out of the tag. This is a cool effect, and I've done this a few times, but I like it with the cracked ground brush. Stop popping up. And talking to myself. So throw in some more of those, get some more texture going. I found a really cool one. That's not the really cool one. That is the wireframe that I put, so it makes it look like it's popping even more out. I did the same thing on this side with a different one. Put in some more down here, wireframe, so it looks even more like it's popping off and it gets good texture. Here's where I start adding in some C4Ds. Now I'm gonna add in C4Ds around the mask part right here, because it looks like this is like the breathing part of the mask, and I think it'd be cool to have some cool effects going in and making it basically focal around the face. Effects help it out. So toss in some more effects. Look, fiery kind of thing going on here. More fiery and light around here. Once again, same thing. This is just even more just a bright like flame, and these are all the fiery bits coming off of it. Just this one I just kind of did it because it looked cool. I liked how the flowery bit went over top of this, give it a nice lighting. I just liked it, and this helped too. So if it looks good, keep it. That's what I always say. I say other things. This is actually a smoke stock. Take a stock of cigarette smoke or whatever, and I set it to linear dodge and put it over here. So it gives it some light, gets some smoky effects, just like fire would have. Just keep it going with that one central idea of fire around here and adjust accordingly. This is where I did brush, filter, Gaussian, blur, and then set it to linear dodge so it colors around the area. And since it's fire, it's going to be all red and give off red light, and so that's what I did. I've just red around the area. See, you can see it's kind of bland. Boom, add in some lighting, looks pretty good. This is the natural lighting. You can see there's light coming from above her, so boom, throw it in. This is where I start to get into darkening the edges. I believe I just use a black soft round brush to darken these edges for now. And this is, once again, black soft round brush. Just keep going with that, and then I believe this is actually a topaz sharpen. You can tell it's kind of blurry. Sharpen it up. You can see the eyes more. You can see this more. You can see a lot of this stuff coming back in, being all nice and sharp. Next thing we got going on is topaz clean. I didn't want it to be too topazy, so I actually set it to lighten and lower the opacity so it wasn't too blatant. Gradient maps, gradient maps, gradient maps. We're going to toss in a few gradient maps, 4 to be exact. And that's not the gradient map. That is actually, I don't know what that is. Alright, multiply. This darkens up the tag. Black and white multiply darkens up the tag. So I wanted it a bit darker, more contrast, so threw that in. Then lighten, get a nice color going, lighten. Set this to lighten, so it's good colory. I wanted the blue to be a bit more pronounced, so it's kind of purpley blue, goes along with the purple and blue going around here, and contrasts well with the red that's around here. And this is where I start getting, this is where the red comes into play. Normal 100% opacity. I lowered the fill though, so it has the same color effect, but it isn't as uh, I don't know how you would say it. Thick. No, that's a bad word for it. It isn't as prominent, I suppose, is a good word. And then doled it out with another multiply. This has a nice purpley, goes well with the red, goes well with the purple and blue. It just helps the coloring a bit more. And this is where I start getting more sharp, more sharpie. I think that's a regular sharpen, just erased over here and such. And this is me using the actual darken tool, burn tool, on the sides, darken it up. It's again more burning around the bottom, get some more light over around the focal. And this is just inputting another light source up, strengthening the light source that was at the top. So now you have the more depth because there's the sharp focal, good lighting, good depth. And this is where I just kind of was like, okay, let's just go crazy here. I took a blue soft round brush and I colored in the eyes and set it to soft light. Pop up again, set it to soft light so it looks, so the blue's kind of standing out more. And yeah, did that again, soft light, lower the opacity. And this is just, I sharpened and erased everything. I just sharpened the eyes so they popped out more. A lot of sharpening in my tags because I like things to be nice, sharp and clear, instead of blurry and out of focus. Well, this is another tutorial by me. I hope you guys enjoyed it thoroughly. Hope you learned something. Hope you liked the effects that went on. Look for more from me in the future. I love doing these tutorials, and if I get positive feedback, I'll keep on going. Well, this is Ferb signing off.